Hello, everybody. Welcome to Serious About Rugby League. We're going to have another quiz today. This time we've got Ben, Joe, and CJ stepped up to the plate as well. Pretty much late notice, so we'll forgive her for that. We're going to get straight into it. It's 20 questions, 10. We'll get the answers, and then the second 10. Let's get straight in, guys. Question 1. Which stadium become the second ground to host the Magic Weekend? So we're not looking for the stadium that hosted the second Magic Weekend because Cardiff did the first two. Which stadium became the second ground to host Magic Weekend?
I hope I got it right because I was there. So,
to be fair, I was probably there, but I'm still not sure. It's a while ago, that.
Yeah. What year was it?
Only 11 years. It's only 11 years then.
It'd have been about
2010?
9.
Yeah, 9.
I think it was 9.
Yeah, it started the season, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was 2009 and 2010. No, it didn't start the season. No. That question comes later. But it was 2009 and 2010, I think, were the 2 years that were at this stadium.
You know,
I nearly said it then.
Yeah, and I was in Germany. I've got to be forgiven. I was 7 in Germany then.
Right. Question 2. The Super League split into the Super League Super 8s in 2015, and so we had the top 8 and the bottom, and then the second group was the Super 8 qualifiers or the middle 8. Which club topped the first Super League middle 8 or qualifiers? Which club won the first one in 2015? Topped the table of the 8 clubs.
Yeah, I remember that one. They asked for a trophy. It didn't come their way though, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like should the winners of the playoff final of football get a trophy, isn't it? Because when they get one, think the finished second place don't get one, do they?
If they did, I don't think one of our writing colleagues would have been too pleased. If you get my point. If that certain team got a trophy, I think one of our colleagues would have been a bit angry about it, but more of that later. CJ gets it.
Right.
I just changed my answer. I'm joking.
To be fair, I didn't even know that, and you've just given it away.
To be honest with you, I was going to try and give a clue to one person in particular, but it would make it obvious to everybody. Yeah. Question 3. In 2017, who were the first women's team to win Super League?
2017.
Yeah.
Grand final winners, not league leaders.
It's a grand final. It's your tree, you know them both. Well,
on there.
Some may say it might actually be
2017.
Am I right in thinking that's when there's very few teams in the league?
Yeah.
Just before we went off into Women's Super League.
Yeah.
To be honest, if my information's right, the same team won the league leaders and the grand final. So, I hope you.
Correct, Paul.
We've changed this at the last minute. Question number 4. How many clubs have appeared in at least one Super League grand final?
Oh. I'm sure we had this question before, didn't we?
That might be one just to... Yeah.
That's all right. Nothing like a recap.
Have we had this before, have we? I probably got it wrong.
I think so.
I'm sure you asked it, Joe, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I might have done. I don't know, it was like 3 weeks ago, I think, now, wasn't it? So...
I'll tell you what then. No,
it wasn't 3 weeks ago. It's when we did it in the studio.
Right.
When we first did it in that studio, I'm sure. When we did the buzzers.
Oh, we should have that again. You still got them buzzers, haven't you?
They were great, them, yeah. They were
Say it
great,
like I've stolen them. You left
Yeah,
them.
they were good, them.
Hello.
I got. I think it was £5. I got for them on eBay. Decent in end. I'm only joking.
They're all cheap, but they're effective, aren't they?
Yeah. That's a tough question there.
I've just picked a number from nowhere.
Right, question 5. Which club did John Duffy leave to join the Lee Centurions as a coach?
Oh. That's actually a pretty good one, that.
Yeah, I think I know this.
I'm going to pluck up another one from the sky. Trevor owes me big time for this.
I'm trying to give you a clue when your face pops on the screen, but I'm thinking everyone will still be able to see it.
I'm just going for it, you know.
Number 6. How many times have St Helens won the World Club Challenge?
Ooh.
I seen this the other day. It was on a poster. I counted it for a reason.
That's a tough one, that. Let's guess this.
Number 7. In 2008, Wigan were controversially forced to play a playoff home game at a different venue. I think it was a double booking of the DW. It caused a lot of controversy. Where did the game end up taking place? It was against Bradford.
You're not going to ask for the sponsor's name of the ground, are you?
Well, I'll accept either, or even any name it's been called. It's since then basically, but I mean, obviously the town the game was played in, it would probably do.
Sweet. I was just making sure we weren't going to go into any loopholes there, Paul. I just thought be careful.
No trick questions unless you're leading, Joe. Unless you're leading, then we might get a bit more strict.
It's Ben's turn, isn't it? Or CJ might surprise us.
Well, Ben ruined the last tiebreak, didn't he? But never mind.
Right,
took me about 20 minutes to get them all in alphabetical order, so it was easy to tick off. Question 8 now, yeah. From where did Leeds sign Danny Buderis?
I'll give you a clue, CJ. It's in Australia.
And I was just writing it down, but I can't remember if it was one or the other. I'm going to go for that one. Might be right. I could be completely wrong. Who is your Australian team anyway? I'm a Rooster.
Oh, me? Well, usually I'm Penrith Panthers.
Why?
Well, it's the colours, isn't it? It's close to home. That black, isn't it?
Is that the only reason why?
I could have been like my brother Ray. He likes Canterbury for some reason.
I literally went from what my brother used to wear when I was a kid. That was it. I was a Rooster because of him.
I never knew which club to support, but obviously I just went with the team that has the same name as the football team I support. I was boring in that way. Question number 9. Who had the most try assists in Super League in 2019?
Try assists.
Try assists. I thought I'd say it because you two did.
Try assists. As well.
So not many people to pick from then, yeah?
Between 2.
I've just picked one of 2. There's 2 that linger in my mind. I've just picked one of them. Probably the wrong one.
Is it obvious, Paul, or not?
Yes. Yes, it is obvious. Yeah.
Hull.
Question 10.
Yep.
Who in 2009? Who became the first Huddersfield player to win the Man of Steel?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that was question 10, wasn't it? Yeah.
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 Yeah. Everybody, anybody want a little bit longer to think of question 4? That was the Super League Grand Final teams that have appeared now. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Right, and let's go through the answers for the first 10. Question 1 was, which stadium became the second ground to host the Magic Weekend? Start with you, Joe.
That would be Murrayfield.
That's it. Yeah, Murrayfield. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
I did not.
Which one did you put? Which way did you put, CJ?
Newcastle. I know. I shouldn't have.
That would have been third, wouldn't it? Fourth, because the Etihad then Newcastle, wasn't it?
Can be forgiven. I was in Germany.
Well, Murrayfield was horrible. It was bitterly cold. That's a problem there.
Question 2. Hopefully you put the name of the first team that comes into your head on this one. Which club topped the first Super League Super 8 qualifiers? CJ.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Joe. Ben. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. They overcame that tricky start at Lee, didn't they? Lee were battering them, then they came back and won and didn't look back from there. So,
question 3 was sorry.
Who was the under then? Can't remember.
2015. Trying to think. One Tim Sheens. It was.
No, it wasn't. Was it Chris Chester?
Yeah, it was actually.
It was Chris Chester. I thought so.
That was also 3 weeks before.
Yes,
Wembley,
it would have been. Yeah, because he swapped. He kind of swapped with Webster. Well, over a few months, he swapped with Webster at Wakefield.
Yeah, it was like that.
Question 3 was the winners of the first Women's Super League 2017 in its current format. Ben.
Bradford.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, CJ. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Joe.
Bradford as well.
Yeah.
Beat Featherstone, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes. Checks notes. Yes.
that's when Lois Forsell played for Bradford, isn't it?
Yeah, it was one of Lois's highlights of her career. She was phenomenal that game. As she always was, really. Just a shame she got injured.
Question 4. How many clubs have appeared in at least one Super League Grand Final? Joe.
Well, I got 8.
Yep, that's right. Ben?
Put 9.
No, CJ?
7.
How many? 7?
I had 7.
Go on then, who are they?
Well, you got Bradford.
8.
Well, you got Bradford, Leeds, Saints, Wigan. Then it was Hull FC, Warrington, Castleford, Salford, all in that order.
I don't know how I got 9. I mean, I must have counted the same team twice.
You might have been thinking of Huddersfield because they topped the league in 2013, but went out in the playoffs, didn't they?
So that puts Joe in the lead. Question 5 was from which club did John Duffy leave to join Lee in 2000 for the 2019 season? CJ, do you know this, or do you have a guess? Or
I didn't know it, to be honest with you, and I just had a guess, and I don't know why I even said it, but I'm not going to say it. It's embarrassing. I don't know why I put White even. I don't know why. Ooh. Totally wrong.
You've got to have a guess. You may as well have a guess. It could have been right. Ben?
Featherstone.
Yep. Joe?
Yeah, Featherstone.
That's great. Featherstone, yeah.
I don't think Joe's going to get any wrong.
It's always worth having a guess.
I might get the next one wrong.
But how many times have St Helens won the World Club Challenge, Ben?
I've put 2.
That's right, yeah. Joe?
Yeah, 2001 and 07, both against Brisbane at Bolton, funnily enough.
Yep. CJ?
2, I got it right.
Hey, well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Question 7. Joe's leading, so I might ask for a bit. Actually, have the stadium name on this one now. 2008, Wigan were forced to play a playoff game away from the DW against Bradford. Where was the game staged? CJ, do you want to have a go?
St Helens.
No, but Joe?
Widnes.
That's right, yeah. Ben?
I put Lee. I was going to put Widnes, but then I just changed it last minute. I just thought, well, Lee's closer, innit?
I think if you said it was controversial, I thought I'm going to put St Helens instead.
Yeah. I think, well, it was a game where a lot of Wigan fans blacked out the JJB thing on the shirts. They all blacked them out with tape because they didn't want to advertise the company. It was a big deal around here. I think the Wigan moved a cup game to Lee a few years ago, didn't they? I think that was against Rovers. They played them at Lee.
I was thinking that maybe.
I think that was a week or two after Wigan put 60 by KR. Then KR came and beat them in the cup. It was a bit of a turnaround.
Oh yeah,
yes, that's right. Yeah. Question.
Was that CJ?
Said okay. I've got a tendency of doing that.
Yeah.
Well,
the cup game was a cracking game once. Question number 8: from where did Leeds sign Danny Buderis? Joe.
Well, this is the only club I remember him playing at. I went for Newcastle Knights.
That's right. Yeah. Ben.
Yeah.
CJ.
Knights for me.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah. Obviously, I support Newcastle United, so they're the team I adopted in the NRL. Question 9: who had the most try assists in the 2019 Super League? Ben.
I put Johnny Lomax.
No.
Well,
Joe?
You said it was obvious, and I think I saw this on the stats page when I looked. Jackson Hastings.
That's right. Yep. CJ.
I had Josh Griffin from LFC.
I think Joe's definitely won this. Call it off.
Yeah, it was Jackson Hastings. It's just been saying obvious. It's hard to say. I'm just thinking, well, he's the man of steel. So, question 10: in 2009, who became the first Huddersfield player to win the Man of Steel? Do you want to have a guess, TJ, or have a go?
I thought Crabtree.
No.
Nah.
Joe?
It was his first season over here in Super League from Australia. Yeah. Brett Hodgson.
That's right. Yeah. Ben. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect 10.
Well, that's a perfect 10 for Joe.
Sorry, Ben.
What's going on, women's?
I think I'm going to have to try and Google some more women's Super League questions, see if I can stump him.
I need to learn some more men's stuff.
We need to get a question Joe can't answer. It needs to be like, who scored St Helens' 4th try in the July win over Widnes in 1965?
Come on.
How are you on the women's stuff?
Oh, well.
Right, I'm 3 behind, so I hope there's some difficult ones where I can like get a guess and Joe bottles it.
I've given up.
Probably will.
I need Joe to turn into all FC at back end of season.
I can't see it. Right, so on we go. Question 11. Unfortunately, this is probably a decent one for Joe as well. But in what year was the Wembley Hull derby?
Oh yeah,
that's way too easy because the Noisy Neighbours sang about it for God knows how many years.
How many years have they sung about it for?
Oh, well.
I think I know it.
You see, CJ, I'm being polite there. I've not gone and disrespected KR. I just said Noisy Neighbours, nothing more, nothing less.
Hey, listen, I'm a LFC born and bred, but play for OKR.
I'm just saying.
I'm Scotty Taylor.
Question 12. Who scored the only try in the 2017 Rugby League World Cup final?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
This might be one I've got wrong, but never mind.
This is a guess, complete guess. Good question.
Yeah.
If I'm right, I don't think it's somebody obvious.
Well, obviously he's a tremendous player, but he would be playing in the.
He doesn't score 20 tries a season. I think.
Number 13. Which Wigan player played at hooker for New Zealand in their 2008 Rugby League World Cup final win over Australia?
Say that again. Which
Wigan player played at hooker for New Zealand in the 2008 Rugby League World Cup final win over Australia?
Do we get extra points for spelling his name right?
I'll probably spell it wrong.
can you not just use acronyms?
Well, it's not. Yeah, I mean, you just have to say it. Question 14. Who were last year's minor premiers in the NRL? That's the team that finished top of the league. Okay, question 15. For what is the Wally Lewis Medal awarded?
Oh,
That's a good question.
Should have asked him the other day, shouldn't I? Thanks for asking me now. Oh.
Unfortunately, knowing that might help you with question 16. Which question 16 is who won it in 2019?
Well, if you don't know what 15 is, then you're probably not going to get 16.
No.
No.
But mind you, if you could be cunning, bear in mind we're not checking answers. You could wait to hear what 15 is and then have a quick guess at 16. Question 17. Which club is currently top of the Betfred Championship?
Oh.
Right now?
Yeah, as we stand now, yeah.
That's actually a good one as well.
It is, yeah. I'm just thinking that was a bit cheeky.
And it's a lot closer than you think as well.
Yeah, I think if we got everybody on level games, there probably wouldn't be. But at this current, same as Wigan in Super League, Wigan wouldn't be top if everyone had caught up games wise, but they are currently top.
If that was the case, I think Catalan would probably be top.
Well, they've got about 3 or 4, haven't they? Yeah. Question 8. Sorry, Ben, go on. Yeah. Actually, Super League looks really competitive this year for when it comes back. Question 18. Who was the top point scorer in last year's Super League?
Point scorer. Trying to think with goal kicker.
I think I can remember his name. I've been watching him on Insta. I'm not a stalker or anything, but
it's another good question.
I think I'm trying not to give too much away. I think there's an obvious answer, but I think it's not necessarily the obvious one. Oh, I would have said it is. But look, when you actually know the answer, you think, well, yeah, of course it's him. So you'll know what I mean when I give you the answer. Question 19. Scotland played out a famous draw with New Zealand in the 2019 Four Nations.
Was it?
The 2016 Four Nations. Sorry, Scotland played out with. Again, it's a ground question. Where was the game played? The town it was played in. The ground it'll do. but where was the game played? It was teeming down with rain. It was freezing cold.
In New Zealand.
I think I know this because I've been there. I went there before on a university assignment and it teamed it down as well.
Well, if I've got this question right, your university degree were probably not worth the money.
Oh, shit, then. Yeah, yours was the better course, wasn't it? Leeds Trinity over Huddersfield. Probably was, to be fair.
And finally, question 20. There's 2 teams that have played in a Women's Super League Grand Final and not won it. One of them, as we know, was Featherstone, as Joe mentioned earlier. Who was the other team who played in a Women's Super League Grand Final but I haven't yet won one?
I'm stumped on 18.
So it's not. So obviously it's not Featherstone.
No. Well, to be honest with you, my original question was going to be name one of the 2, but obviously we've named Featherstone, didn't we, when we're talking about Bradford? So just have to name the other one.
And obviously you're talking current now.
Yeah. There's been 3 official grand finals. There's one team that's played in at least one, and they haven't won it.
Don't know about that, but what the hell?
Well, they're going to take some catching anyway, Joe.
Yeah, well, I might have slipped up, and Ben might have got this. I don't know. I'll see, Jay.
Well, you're safe with me, guys, because I've got maybe 4 out of the 10.
How you doing? Honestly, you're doing better than I did in the one I did. That's why I'm asking the questions.
Honestly,
I've got about 6, I think, out of the 20.
I'm looking for inspiration anywhere in my house.
Question 11. Let's go for the answers. What year was the Wembley Hull derby? CJ?
Am I right? Please, if I'm wrong, everyone's going to hate me for this. But was it 79-80?
Yeah. Well, 1980. So yeah, but that's right, 1980. Yeah, but that was the season.
I was 1 year old that I wasn't allowed to go, but my dad took my brother to watch it. I was only 1, you see, maybe 2. No, 2.
Joe? Yeah.
Yeah, 1980. How many times has it been sung?
Yeah.
I am. I think I was 8. The first time I can remember a rugby league game being on the telly. I can remember everybody, like they had cameras on the trains and everything on the way down, didn't they? Family split up. Now, question 12. Who scored the only try in the 2017 Rugby League World Cup final? Joe?
I wasn't too confident on this one, but it was I went for the top try scorer in the tournament, Valentine Holmes.
No. Ben?
I went for Boyd Cordner.
That's right, yeah, that's Boyd Cordner. Yeah. CJ?
I went for, I didn't bother writing anything down because I didn't have a clue.
Yeah, Boyd Cordner, yeah. Honestly, this is one of the questions I'd put in for Trev, thinking Trev was a late replacement. Question 13. Which Wigan player played at hooker in the 2008 Rugby League World Cup final? CJ? You have a guess? He's playing now still?
Is it SBW? No.
No.
Wigan,
which Wigan player?
No.
We'll let you have another guess quickly if you want. He's still playing now?
I don't know. My brain's gone wrong.
Joe?
Tom Lulawai.
That's it, yep. Ben?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Question 14. Who were last year's minor premiers in the NRL, Joe?
Well, I went for Melbourne Storm.
That's right, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Ben?
Yeah.
CJ?
Yeah.
Good. So you've
you've
already matched what I got last time. Question 15. Do we know for which the Wally Lewis medal is awarded, Ben?
I just put man of the series, state of origin.
That's right, yeah, that's bang on. Joe?
Got it wrong. I put the man of the match of the NRL Grand Finals. So Ben's catching up.
That might prop up in another quiz. CJ?
Half of Joe's answer and half of Thingy's answer. So I've got both, but half of Ben's and half of Joe's answer.
We'll let you have that.
You can have that. You've got a minute left before we need to rattle through these.
Okay, question 16. Who won in 2019, Joe?
Well, I got this one wrong. Boyd Cordner.
CJ?
Not a clue.
I put Tedesco.
That's spot on. Yep, you're catching up.
We're all level now. I have bottled it, haven't I?
Question 17. Which club is currently top of the championship, Ben?
I didn't know. I put Toulouse.
That's right. Yep, Joe. Yep.
Toulouse.
CJ?
Same.
Yeah, well done. That's brilliant. Hey, that's brilliant. The top points.
Carry on. Sorry, carry on.
Sorry, okay. The top point scorer in Super League 2019, CJ.
I put Grace. I don't know why I put Grace, but I did.
No. Joe?
I think I got this one wrong as well. I put Lachlan Coat.
That's spot on. Yeah, that was Ben.
Really?
No, I got that wrong. I put Ratchford. I didn't know.
So, question 19 now was the ground where the 2016 Four Nations game was between New Zealand and Scotland. I'll start with you, Joe.
That'll be Workington.
That's right. Yeah, Ben.
Yeah.
CJ.
Yeah, I got Jam Eaters as well.
Yeah, well done. Well done. And finally, with Joe winning by 1 here, question 20 was, which club has played in the Women's Super League Grand Final but is yet to win it? So we'll let you go for this one first, CJ.
Castleford Tigers.
That's right, yeah. Joe?
Oh, yes, I've got that one.
Oh,
Nicked it, Joe. Well done.
Joe nicks it at the end. It was last year's Grand Final, obviously. They got beat by Leeds, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, to win it.
Joe on 17, Ben on 16, CJ on 9. Brilliant effort from all three of you guys. Joe wins again without the need for a tie break this time.
Only by 1 though. I nearly bottled it at the end.
Yeah.
He seems to struggle with the Australian questions, so I'll stick to them.
Let's put more of them in next time.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing my homework this weekend. I'm going to watch all 8 games. So.
Yeah, I am as well. Yeah.
Yeah, all 8 games are on Sky. I'll be watching them.
I think we're gonna have to sleep through the daytime, aren't we? And get up early and watch the NRL.
Joe thinks he's a chaser for Rugby League. The Rugby League chaser.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You have to elaborate on every answer.
Anyway, let us know how you did in the. Let us know how you did at home. Leave a message in the comments or on the on the YouTube page. Let us know how many you got. See if you managed to beat Joe's 17. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.